Good morning, everyone. Let's begin our Hundoke, the Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke with Reverend Yutaka on this day, Saturday, 20th of February, 2021, which is the 9th day of January in the 9th year of Chongyulguk. So let's offer a bow to our Heavenly Parent, Chariot. Kyombe. Paro. And we'll recite Family Pledge number 1 in Korean and English. So thank you.
가존맨세 1. 전리국주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이사인 지산 천국과 전산 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다.
In English, Family Pledge number 1. Our family, the owner of Chongyulguk, pledges to seek our original homeland and build the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven, the original ideal of creation, by centering on true love. Thank you. And for our opening prayer, I'd like to ask Reverend Kenji Watanabe to offer it for us. Are you there, Kenji?
Oh, sorry. Please join me in prayer. Dearest Heavenly Parent, beloved true parents of heaven and humankind, good morning to you. Good morning to the brothers and sisters of Oceania, centering on the Reverend Yutaka. Thank you very much for giving us the new day with the new opportunity, and we can start with the Fundokwe together as members of Oceania of the Heavenly Parents Holy Community. We pray that we are fully able to digest that what you have been educating us and teaching us and encouraging us, so that we are fully able to respond to your expectation as the filial sons and daughters. Heavenly Parent, true parents of heaven and humankind, we are so grateful and fortunate that we have been really cultivated by you, Father, so to be able to become the the true sons and daughters, Father, by forming the family ideal, Father, and we are supposed to expand the victorious land to the community, society, and nation, and this region and beyond. And we reflect upon the past 8 days, and we got the 9 days for the Fundokwe together, and we really appreciate this initiative by the Reverend Yutaka, who is sharing with us about the True Mother's the life goals through the True Mother's memoir, through which we really understand, come to understand the deep relationship between Heavenly Parent and begotten daughter, and we also are expected to become the such the position by fulfilling our portion of responsibility. So please they guide each of us to open our heart so that we can share the contents that we are going to have today to be able to take it and practice in our daily lives, to be able to create the culture of the culture of heart, centering you, centering on the true love. And to start the Fundoke this morning, I report all those things on behalf of our beloved brothers and sisters present in families.
Thank you, and good morning to everyone. We are currently 32 participants from all around Oceania and Australia, and welcome everyone. So I'd like to ask Reverend Yutaka to lead us in Hundok. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning Fundoke. So really every morning, really I'm happy to see our all brothers and sisters in this Oceania and each nations. Really thank you for coming. So yesterday, the sharing also was excited about the Yankee Stadium, even 40 years ago, but already there is a person who were witness on that spot and also connect with our providence together through mother's sharing, through father's sharing, and also you have many kind of realization in that moment. So those things are really how we can remind again and really to share to people, to connect everyone together with our heavenly parents and true parents. This is really the precious things. So today also let's continue our Fundoke. Let's begin our Fundoke. Despite the rain on this first day of the award ceremony, none of the guests could suppress their excitement. They were like little children about to receive a special gift. Everyone was wide-eyed as they greeted the person beside them. One saying, "There are so many kinds of people here. I've never been to a more diverse gathering." And the other, "It's unbelievable. I wonder where that attire is from." So that the SunHak Peace Prize awarding ceremony that place, really many people gathered together from all over the world. You can see this photo on the stage. Trumada is there, awardee also there, and many people also gather together that place. That's why in that place was so much excited place. They are really curious and wonder what kind of what kind of award is this? And this all member is not only our unification members, even outside many newspaper, journalists, and also VIP are really joined together to attend this awarding ceremony. The event was an exhibition of the world's ethnicities. The hall was alive with the rushing flow of various languages. Everyone's eyes showed gratitude on behalf of the entire human family. People seeing me for the first time focused on the stage to get a good look, wondering, who is this Dr. Hak Jahan Moon? Then they would tilt their heads quizzically. Perhaps they considered my clothes to be no finer than theirs, and that I looked like a typical mother. So already when True Parents is organizing the several event or project, those things is not only just an internal event. We are doing together with the society even together with several organizations beyond the nation, nationality, or races. That's why maybe, also, of course, all of you attended some event or conference. So once organized those conference, really outside many VIP or many persons were so much excited. Even they meet each other, their first time to join this kind of international event, and really some kind of the dignity, have a dignity event. So when True Mother proclaimed this SunHak Peace Award, even ourselves, we wonder what kind of award True Mother tried to create. But every year, every time, those contents was developed, and those things were explained more and more. People recognize and understand, and also catch the meanings. As I prepared the SunHak Peace Prize project, my utmost concern was that people would understand its fundamental root. To embrace the future, we must expand the scope of vocations that can herald the coming of peace. Even though we may never meet our descendants, we must make sure that all the activities will harmonize in peaceful societies and nations. After serious consideration and discussion, the SunHak Foundation determined its overarching orientation, the peace that transcends the present and builds the future. So Mother said, I prepared the SunHak Peace Prize project. My utmost concern was that people would understand its fundamental root. So this is of course not only Peace Prize, but when True Mother is organizing the event or providential matter, always we have to think and consider and really deeply try to understand what is the fundamental root. Why True Parents is preparing those kind of providence, those kind of event. Because some often, if there are many kind of project or providences coming to us, we just accept and just follow. Because today this kind of rally of hope, today this kind of bigger event, then just accept and follow. But beyond of this, surely there is kind of the fundamental root or meaning. What is the meaning behind of this? What is the background? How to connect this one to the some project or some providence? If we can understand, if we try to research or study deeply, then even joining the same project or doing some providential activity, our feeling, our understanding, and our involvement, our excitement will be changed. That's why about this SunHak Peace Prize, Mother said, to embrace the future, we must expand the scope of our vocations that can herald the coming of peace. So this main target is not only the current world, how we can embrace for future. We must sure that even though we may never meet our descendants, we must make sure that all the activities will harmonize in peaceful society and nation. That's why when we think about even SunHak Peace Prize, what kind of motivation and what kind of plan True Mother had when she began. This is for the next generation. So what kind of world, what kind of society do we want to remain for the next generation? Just the same society, same this kind of culture. Is it already enough or not? Just we spend our generation just finish our generation and our graduate our life and to give same society or same world? Do we give these things to the next generation? And is this good things? And who will lead this social culture, social civilization, and social movement? Each of us, we are going to the end of life. We don't know when we are going to the spiritual world, but surely we will go to the eternal life and go to the next generation, go to the next world. Then surely next generation will come. Our children, our grandchildren generation will come. How many years or how far of future can we imagine or can we think? Have you think about this? How many years of future are we thinking? Today is 2021. Have you imagined about 2040 future? 2040. How old are you when year 2040 is coming? How old 2040? Are you still here in the world? 2040. Maybe if 70 years old you are, then 90 years, right? Almost. If you are 80 years, maybe 100 years. So please imagine after 20 years is not so much far future. After 20 years, what kind of life do you have? And how about your children? Your children is how grow they are. And how about your grandchildren after 20 years? How big they are? Then maybe you can see their grandchildren. Can you imagine your grandchildren? Someone already have your grandchildren? Not yet? That's why this future is surely coming. Even we imagine or even we don't imagine. That's why Trumada is imagining that we try to do many kind of providential activity and we try to solve several things, but not only for this current world or current situation. What kind of legacy, what kind of things we want to prepare and we want to remain for the next generation. That's why Mother said we have to understand the fundamental root of SunHak Peace Prize. This prize is not for only the current generation. This is for embracing the future and prepare for the next generation. True peace certainly requires that we resolve the current conflict between religions, races, and nations. The even gathered challenges that we face, however, include the destruction of the environment and demographic trends. The world's leading peace award focuses on solving the problems of the present generation. Yet, we must solve the problem of the present in a way that is integrated with a practice vision for a happy future. I founded the SunHak Peace Prize as a bridge bringing us out of this world's milestone of conflict and as a compass pointing to a future homeland of peace. That's why Mother have clear vision for the future. Our Heavenly Parents has also the plan. There are many kind of problem in the society, but when we recognize the problem and we can see the vision and the future beyond the problem, then we can create the future. We can see many kind of a development of our technical skill, and also the effort, and we can see the many kind of the development in the society. Those technology is happening through solving the problem. Then this technology is developed and developed and developed. We can still see the many kind of problem between religion, races, nationality, or environment, or there are many kind of problems still now. But where do we lead those kind of problem, and where do we solve or lead to solve this kind of problem? That's why Heavenly Parents has a peace plan. How we can catch that? True parents have a plan for peace for the future. How can we catch this one? When we see many kind of problem, but behind of this, we can see the key. We can see the kind of a solution and the new way to open the new world through and beyond the program. That's why now we have a many program around us in the society also. That meaning is the same amount of program. There are same amount of solution and same amount of the future we can see and we can have. That's why the program is not only difficult or bad things. Because of this program, we can open the way and we can create the future society. So let's next place. The oceans are treasured resource. In every era of recorded history, humanity has experienced incredible pain. The most tragic period was also the most recent, the 20th century. Wars raged ceaselessly across the global village, and countless good people lost their lives in that savagery. I was born during the Japanese occupation of Korea, and I experienced the aftermath of World War II and the Korean War. I still cannot forget the terrible things I witnessed as a small child. Those times have passed, and now we are waging war against a complex enemy. The temptation to forget our responsibilities to our families and the national environment and seek only personal comfort and convenience. Fortunately, we have a deep moral sense and wisdom and practical methods by which we can work together to achieve God's ideal. So now already society was changing. Before there was physical war was happened in the world, World War II, Korean War, and several areas there was civil war. But how about now? Now the waging war against a complex enemy, this war itself or battle was more complicated, complex, and many kind of complicated situation now. Then how we should solve, how we will face that. Mother said, even there are many kind of problem, even many kind of situation, but Mother said, fortunately, we have a deep moral sense and wisdom and practical methods by which we can work together to achieve God's ideal. Actually, even there are many kind of problem, but our human technology, human knowledge, human wisdom, we have already method, we have already solution. Just we could not commit yet, we could not gather yet, and we could show our moral value yet. That's why still there are problems, but already in current age and era, we have already wisdom and the practical method already. Can you recognize those things? Do you think, do we have those method or wisdom already? Or still we have to wait some kind of wisdom or technology? Actually, we have already. Depends on our conscience, our commitment, how we can really solve, even sacrifice ourselves to live for others, how we can have this kind of commitment beyond our just my family life or comfortableness or individualism. If our people have a same heart, let's solve this problem. Let's make peace together. If we have this kind of commitment, already we have a solution. We have a method, and already we could create together by our wisdom. So already generation, already era was different. That's why how we can really gather, commit together, centering on God's vision, God's plan, and God's wishes. All people hope that we can recover and sustain the ocean as the Heavenly Parent created them. Covering 70% of the earth, the oceans contain immense resources like hidden treasures. They hold solutions for the dilemmas confronting the human race. I have emphasized the importance of the ocean on many occasions and have, together with my husband, suggested various approaches we might take. So about the ocean, actually about the ocean, this is our main target or main project in our region of Oceania and also nation in Oceania. We should lead this ocean providence, and this the matter about oceans. Do you agree that? We are the center of the ocean of the world. Already around our area, only ocean, right? So many oceans. And I listen many testimony from you. Many of you are involved the ocean providence before. So really, this region is directly connected with the ocean and ocean providence. True Parents is establishing and initiating many kind of providential project. And those projects, actually, we could imagine if we are staying under the national level concept and just the current era concept. True Parents project is actually already the beyond the nation and beyond the current society or current generation, already thinking for the future generation. Even for the ocean providence, True Parents initiate to solve the food problem in the future and the world. That's why establishing the factory for the fish powder to distribute and save the food problem. And True Parents also invested to the South America project, Jardin project, because if we lose the Amazon, if we lose that area, our earth, our air, our oxygen will face the problem. That's why in order to save the future generation, True Parents invested the South America project. Maybe many of you also went to the Brazil and Jardin and you saw the project itself. And True Parents also prepared the helicopter project before. If we use the helicopter, we can, human beings, easy to visit any place of the nation and the world. Also prepare. And several another project on Providence, True Parents is leading. That's why when we study our True Parents Providence, when we study our God's word, we can see many kind of vision there, many kind of plan, many kind of project, many kind of providence there. already true parents declare to us, our human beings, our society should go this way. This is solution. If you do this, you could solve and you could create the great future. True parents show us many kind of providence project to us. But important things is how we can fulfill and how we can realize this vision to be reality. This is our daily task. That's why I'm emphasizing about a footprint project. Do you know the footprint project? Actually, we are organized and try to do the footprint project. True parents visited to our nation many times. How many times true parents visited to Australia? Do you remember? How many times true parents visited to Australia?
8 times.
3 times?
8 times.
8 times. Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Arai. Have you attended 8 times true parents visitation, Mr. Arai?
Yes, most of the time.
Okay. Do you remember what did he tell to you?
It's a long story.
Yeah. That's long story. Once he come here one time, he surely gave more than 4 hours, more than 5 hours, including our members gathering. True parents gave more than 10 hours, 15 hours message, right? That meaning is true parents saw the national background. What is the background of Australia? What kind of background of New Zealand? What is the background of Samoa? True parents saw that and give the vision, give the solution. Australia should go this way. New Zealand should go this way. Oceania should go this way. And this is the solution. And this is the way. Surely, true parents gave this message. That's why, what is the footprint project? We have to correct all true parents' message in each nation. And we should study again. What really true parents wish to this nation, wish to this region? If we can study, if we can catch and realize, and if we can proceed this, surely we can solve many kind of national problem. And really we can solve the regional problem, even world problem. Then we can contribute for the world providence. That's why our studying and our experience, our keeping those precious true parents' message and realization is really important. So today we are learning about True Mother's autobiography. So Mother is sharing about our SunHak Peace Prize, but Mother emphasized we have to understand the fundamental root behind of this. So when we do some project, when we learn our true parents' message, please, and also let's consider and find and keep this point. What is the fundamental root and the fundamental reason why true parents established, true parents gave this message? And when we unite totally with our true parents, surely we can open the future. So today, really thank you for everyone to joining this morning devotion. Let's create great day and make a happy day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reverend Yutaka. All right. Hello, everyone. It's good to see everyone. I just wanted to share a couple of things that I felt during that message from Mother. Two things stood out for me, and they sort of interrelate in a way. That peace transcends the present and builds the future, and it's just that peace is really has to become everlasting. We can become comfortable, but it's not peace. Peace is more than just becoming comfortable. It's more than just. It's a group consciousness. Is how I see peace. Peace begins with me, and that peace involves my responsibility, because I know that if I invest myself, I can make change in the surroundings around me. But I realize that it has to be more than that. My responsibility has to mature. I realize that our responsibility has to become a group responsibility. That I realize that peace can't change until everyone changes. And if it's and when we heard the slogan "Peace starts with me," I was thinking my responsibility, and then I forgot. I focused on the me part, not the start part. Thinking that, okay, it starts with me. So what happens? It has to grow. It has to become a group responsibility. So we talk about the different stages in principle of the four sins, individual, like the description of the tree. And I realized that our responsibility has to solve those four sins on not just my own personal, but it's got to affect all areas that we're in, and we have to do it together. How we can become a people that transcend the present and build the future. And we can only do that together. We can't do it separately. So yes, it starts with me, but it certainly doesn't end with me. It ends with everybody. And that just reminds me of a vision I had many, many years ago about the kingdom of heaven. I had this experience where I saw the kingdom of heaven empty and no one was there. And I reflected, the vision had two parts to it. I reflected on the fact that it's empty, and why it's empty, because anybody that's reached the level of heart to deserve to be in heaven can't stay there, because their heart is crying for God, yearning for salvation, and so they spend all their time, bringing people there. And then I had the vision of this long line, horizontal line as far as you could see to the left and as far as you could see to the right, everyone holding hands together. And then everyone simultaneously stepped into heaven, because everyone's there and there's no one left to save. And so we have to really get that change of heart and mentality through our conscience, that we are one family. All right, thank you. So is there anyone else that would like to share? Yes, Reverend Mr. Arai, Reverend Arai.
Everyone, thank you so much today again, and just so much talk about ocean providence. That's why just a little bit I like to share. I think quite early time, even 1960, father, bought boat in Korea. Also, since father went United States 1972, already started, seafood business, seafood. Then, we are very lucky to involve, and I think True Father it's really thinking of the future for the then I think I can see two. One of project one is actually father wants to catch fish. United States is one of the rich sea resources. There are many areas, especially current, cold current and warm current. It's mixed. That area is a lot of plankton, small fish. It's a lot of fish fishing continental shelf. Then father try to catch fish, build a boat and the distribution, throughout the world. That is actual. It's father want to establish, but also including fish, powder. So much emphasizing aquaculture, and once here, it's a Trevor was really excited for aquaculture. Actually, so much emphasizing aquaculture, and because when we see world fishing, catching fish is 1990, it's like stop. Then it started to decline. But future, people's, just John mentioned, it's like 2020, 40, 50, 2050, I think population will grow 9 billion. That's why really needed a lot of fish. It must depend on aquaculture. Actually, since 1990, I think that time aquaculture, I think around 25%. But now production from aquaculture is 52% all of the, for ocean seafood. Like our culture, our company example, we sell a lot of fish, salmon, and also kingfish. So I think fresh fish, we are depend on 90% from aquaculture. Then example, salmon itself, all over the world, maybe 85 nations, they are, doing. Top one is Norway, Chile, Russia, China, Canada, something like that. Australia is, I think, 12th ranking. So it is incredible. Father wants to, I think, establish, and people realized after 1990, because world natural, it's wild catch is getting stopped, decrease. But the father knew since I think it's well before, long time before. But I don't know, father's vision we have done or not. Then when mother, I think going to, give a SunHak prize, targeted ocean, and giving up people worldwide, including Kiribati and also the Indian, I think, professor who really contribute, truly, I think, contribute for this world. Mother going to give a prize. I was really, mother's, I thought, inheriting, understanding, unity with True Father. I was really, amazed. But also, like Oceania, it's I think we responded like Kim Raymond, 11 years was doing, and it's fishing charter, but also offered world fishing. It's event we offered to father just before go spiritual. We are really thanks to the people who involve, many people support prayer. We truly thank. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I'd like to ask someone else if they want to make a comment. Yes, Reverend Ito. Your sound, Reverend Ito.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you now.
Oh, can you hear me? Okay. Okay, thank you very much. When Father come to Marshall Island, 2000, he said, if I stay here couple of months, I'll be like you, he said, like island people. Because Marshall is people, Micronesian people is almost like a Taiwanese mountain, original native Taiwanese people. The same, like origin come from there. So father said, like you, means, the father become like a same like island people. And he said, Oceania is Asia, he said. No, because we have a lot of experience, influence from United States, especially Micronesia country. But he said, you are Asian. He speak about, because the importance of family, and he speak about a lot about the Asian traditional family-oriented culture. And I really remember what he said like this. Then I think 10 years ago, 1980s, father sent Reverend Osami Kuboki, former Japanese church president, together with a professor of tuna farming expert from Kinki University to the Marshall Island. Before everybody, father already pointed out Marshall Island with no membership, no missionary, but father already sent the expert for tuna farming expert to Marshall Island, because you see the atoll is like a ring, external. So the natural for the covered for farming place, So father sent is a possibility to, to find out, what possibility to this one. And at the time, President Amata Kabua, founding president, welcomed him very much. And final conclusion is, this not possible. And shift to the Alaska like this, what I heard, because needs too many condition necessary. But he met Amata Kabua, and he mentioned about, this is Reverend Kuboki's experience in Marshall Island. Before I come to Marshall Island, I heard from him and Osami Kuboki, Dr. Osami Kuboki. He told it's a very interesting, unique culture. There is some shop, the name is Momotaro Corporation, like this, strange name, This is come from Japan, because the Japanese occupation, very interesting. Yeah, like this. And, the ocean is something like very close to Asia, ocean countries, and close to, that's why father already pointed out Marshall Island and the Pacific nations for the future, the import possibilities. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Reverend. So I noticed Kim wanted to make a comment. So Kim. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rai, for your long.
Your volume seems a bit low.
Can you hear me?
Still low.
Okay, I don't know how to. Okay, close.
Do you have your microphone plugged in but away from you?
Hear me?
You might find that inside our Zoom, over where the microphone is, there's audio settings. And if you go in there, there's a bar that you can expand to give your mic more presence.
Okay, well,
Okay.
we won't
Better.
mess with that now. I'll sort it out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's looking better. You're closer, so it's better.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Rai, for all the your investment in Ocean Providence. My reflection is that one of the things when we bought the boat in Queensland was that it would be to inspire young people. It wasn't to be a fishing charter business. That wasn't the end. It was to be one that could inspire our second generation. And hopefully some were, but all of the vision depends on our second and third generations getting the qualifications and being very much part of the activities that will make the ocean potential real in a heavenly way. So, my thinking is that that our second generation really have to become the lawyers, the marine biologists, the lawyers, because there's sharing of resources, international resources. As Mr. Arai said, the wild fishery is already diminished badly, and agreements have to be made, and so forth. So it really is, the future is our second generation to become really great in all of those fields that are necessary to push peace forward and to find those technical solutions and the relationships that are necessary to make peace possible. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, and thanks very much, Kim. And we'll now go on to our 7-minute unison prayer. So I'll just share my screen and bring it up. Okay. All right, let's pray together. Thank you, everyone, and
You.
thank you for coming, and have a great day.
Thank
You all.
you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Bye. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hello.
Bye. Thank you.